captured the city of Kanchi, thus revenging the disgrace suffered by his great father. An account of this is found in the Karnal and the Gadval plates of Vikramaditya I and the Saurabh grant of Vinayaditya. The Gadval plates state, victory was achieved by the Lord Srivalabha, who crushed the glory of Narasimha, who caused the power of Mahendra to be dissolved, who subdued Aishvara by polity. He, who being fond of fighting and possessing splendid powerful shoulders, deservedly bears his own title of wrestler with kings, Rajamala, because he has caused the destruction of the Mahamala family. The king who defeated Aishvara Potaraja, seized like the girdle of the southern region. The city of Kanchi, whose larger rampart was insurmountable and hard to be branched, and which was surrounded by a great moat, unfathomable and hard to be crossed. 39 Paramesvaravarman I being unable to face the full force of the Chalukyan army took refuge in a fort. While the Chalukyan army rested on their military achievement, the Pallava counterpart made all preparations and attacked the Chalukyas, unaided. According to Pallava records, the unexpected attack of the Pallavas forced Vikramaditya to flee, covered only by a rag. To quote the language of the Kuram plates of Paramesvaravarman I, the reign of Vikramaditya saw the birth of a new branch of the Chalukyas of southern Gujarat. The first ruler of this line was Jayasimhavarman Dharazraya, brother of Vikramaditya. Vinayaditya, 678 to 696. Vinayaditya succeeded his father Vikramaditya in 678. His reign of 18 years was one of the peaceful, prosperous and dynamic epochs of Chalukyan history. He claims to have levied tributes from the Pallavas, Kalabras, Keralas, Haihayas, Mallavas, Cholas, Pandyas and others. He is said to have levied tribute from the kings of Kavara, probably refers to Kaveri Valley, Parasika, Persia, and Simhala. Although the claims appear to be extravagant, writes D.C. Circa, it is not improbable, in view of the troubled condition in both Simhala and Persia about this period, that a Ceylonese prince and a Persian chief had taken refuge at the Chalukyan court. Like his grandfather, Vinayaditya also defeated a lord of Uttarapatha. According to R.C. Majumdar, Vinayaditya's North Indian adversary was Yasavarman of Kannau. But S. Srikanta Sastri thinks that he was probably Adityasena, 672 AD. 41 Among his other feudatories were the Alupas and the Gangas. Vinayaditya was succeeded by his son Vijayaditya II, 696 to 733. He also appears to have fought with the Pallavas. He constructed the Shiva temple called Vijaysvar, now called Sangamesvara, at Pattadakal. Vikramaditya II, 733 to 743. Vikramaditya succeeded Vijayaditya in 733 AD. Soon after his succession to the throne he resolved to uproot the Pallava foe, who had robbed the splendor of the former kings of his line. According to Kendur and Vakulari plates of his son Kirtivarman II, Vikramaditya inflicted a crushing defeat on his natural enemy, Nandavarman Pallavamala, and entered, without destroying it, the city of Kanchi, which was, as it were, a girdle adorning younger lady, the region of the south, and endowed with many temples. The disgrace of the Pallava occupation of Vatapi and the inscription left behind Narasimhavarman I near one of the great temples of the city rankled in the mind of the Chalukya, and he paid his foe back in the same coin by putting up an inscription of his own language on the largest and the most beautiful of the numerous temples of the Pallavas in their capital city. The triumph of the Chalukyas was complete this time. Vikramaditya also reduced the Cholas, the Pandyas, the Keralas and the Kalabras and erected a pillar of victory on the shores of the Southern Ocean. The last king of the Chalukya dynasty was Kirtivarman II. He also claimed to have defeated the Pallavas. But in the northern Karnataka, the Rashtrakutas were growing in power. Rashtrakuta Danti Durga defeated Kirtivarman in 735 AD and also claims victories over the Pandyas, Mallavas and Gurjaras. As Danti Durga had no son, his uncle Krishna succeeded him and he finally put an end to the Badami Chalukyan power. The glory of the Chalukyas of Badami thus came to an end. Administration. The form of the Chalukyan government was monarchy and all the administrative powers were concentrated in the king himself. Though it can be accused of not being in accordance with the principles of the popular government, as in modern times, it was based